In the heart of North America lies a nation built on revolution, ambition, and dreams. A country that shaped the modern world like no other. This is the story of the United States of America. Chapter 1. The Birth of a Nation. Long before the skyscrapers and superhighways, 13 colonies stretched along the eastern coast of North America. In 1776, these colonies, tired of British rule, declared independence under the leadership of figures like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Benjamin Franklin. The American Revolutionary War was not just a war of weapons, but of ideals, liberty, equality, and the pursuit of happiness. After years of fighting, the colonies emerged victorious, giving birth to the United States of America. The U.S. Constitution, adopted in 1787, became a symbol of democratic governance. It created a system of checks and balances between three branches: the executive, the legislative, and the judicial. Chapter 2. Expansion and Civil War. As the 19th century progressed, America expanded westward, a period known as Manifest Destiny. The Louisiana Purchase, the annexation of Texas, and the California Gold Rush all contributed to rapid territorial growth. But with expansion came conflict, especially over slavery. The Southern economy depended on slave labor, while the North increasingly opposed it. These tensions exploded into the American Civil War, 1861 to 1865, the bloodiest conflict in U.S. history. Led by President Abraham Lincoln, the Union fought to preserve the nation and abolish slavery. After 4 devastating years, the Union prevailed. Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation and the 13th Amendment ended slavery, but racial injustice would persist for generations. Chapter 3. Industrialization and Global Emergence. By the late 1800s, the U.S. had transformed from a rural nation into an industrial powerhouse. Cities like New York, Chicago, and Detroit grew rapidly. Innovators like Thomas Edison, Alexander Graham Bell, and Henry Ford revolutionized daily life. Immigrants from Europe arrived in millions, passing through Ellis Island, chasing the American dream. In 1917, the U.S. entered World War I, asserting its global presence. Just 2 decades later, after the attack on Pearl Harbor, it entered World War II and emerged as one of 2 global superpowers. The victory came at a cost, but it marked the beginning of the American century. Chapter 4. The Cold War and Civil Rights. The Cold War defined much of the 20th century. The U.S. and the Soviet Union engaged in a fierce, ideological battle: capitalism vs. communism, from the Korean War to the Cuban Missile Crisis. And the Vietnam War, tensions ran high. Domestically, the 1960s brought another kind of revolution. The Civil Rights Movement, led by heroes like Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and Malcolm X, demanded justice for African Americans. In 1964, the Civil Rights Act outlawed segregation, marking a major victory.